just imagining here, you probably have to have a whole host of partners, industry partners that can provide you with the latest and greatest, how their floor plans look in the warehouse, or a new way of doing a particular task. So once you have those partners identified, then you have to go out and write the scripts. It almost sounds like you have to be a writer, a director, and a producer for a movie, and it all has to be based on learning objectives and learning outcomes. So what an amazing experience that you're bringing to these students, but how do you do it all? I mean, how do you put this together? It seems like quite the effort and quite the task.
It is. So it's like the chicken and egg problem without a chicken and without an egg. Where do you start, right? At least if you have the chicken, then you right. So it's a complex balance between picking the right partner. We have a developer firm, excellent partner. These individuals, this team has been instrumental in bringing this to reality. And it's engaging in a discovery phase with them. I don't know what they know. They don't know what I need exactly, because I know what I need, but I don't know if they can do it. And they don't know what they can do, at least they know it's very complex. So we engage in a discovery process, talking and talking and talking and talking. Sometimes I even, for example, for this first iteration of this deployment warehousing in VR, one of the things that the discovery process took us or led us to do was, I'm going to share my entire textbook with them. So I'm going to share with the developers, here's a textbook that I'm teaching. Here's what I'm teaching today. So I wanted to go through it and find if there are things that you can do to help enhance the learning goals in these chapters. And so they went and they started going through the textbook and finding opportunities in which we can actually leverage something to bring into the environment. One top priority at the beginning was my warehouse in VR. I knew we could do it. I knew from the beginning that we could. That was my number one goal. I need to be able to expand and to enhance the learning experience of warehousing and distribution, this specific module. So we started from there. Now, in the next iteration, we're going to have additional modules that we are right now building with them, because now they know exactly what I teach and exactly what my learning goals are. They're going through that and working, putting together different solutions and integrations to bring into the environment. But it's very complex. It's very complex. You can't, sometimes, for me, we didn't know what step one was. At the beginning, we had no idea what step one was, to be honest. So we just started to walk without knowing any direction. Now we have a direction. We have a starting point, the warehousing VR module. Now from there on, now we have other things that can be added to that to expand on others. Some of the additional things that can be done with this technology that are easier is to partner with corporate partners to teach our students how companies do it. How DHL does operations. We can bring a module of those into the environment. How Walmart and different companies that might be potentially interested in having my students learn before they're actually hired by this company. So in other words, my classes could become a pipeline of fresh talent for a company such as Walmart that sees in my students that have been trained. The training phase has been moved from after hire to pre-hire. So I train the students in my classroom, and then students can hit the ground running, working for a company such as Walmart or FedEx or DHL or any of the largest corporations that use leverage VR in training their employees.
That quite an achievement. That answers the question, what's in it for the employer? They get a near ready employee that they have to spend less time onboarding,
Correct.
and the student, on the other hand, has a better understanding of what they're getting into before they show up on the job. So it
Correct.
just seems like it's a win-win for all parties involved.